Hello and welcome back to Cardbark, and this is my second video now, and it's been a long time coming, but here is my beginner's guide to beginning by a beginner. So those of you who don't know or haven't seen the other video, I've pretty much been in the hobby for just over a month, and I won't try and bore you too much with the story behind it, but essentially, I think it's the classic conspiracy theory of the phone is always listening. So a friend of mine asked me why I was into NFL, and I basically told the story of when I was, young child. My mum and dad used to run a bed and breakfast. We had some American guests, and when they returned to America, they sent young me a lot of sealed packs of NFL cards through the post. And going to age myself here, but I think they were either 1986 or 1987 cards. And one day, ambition is to buy a sealed box of those and relive that memory. But as I say, I think the phone was listening because a couple of days later, it served me up a video in my newsfeed by LA Beast. I'm sure some of you know LA Beast. If you don't, I'll stick a link to his YouTube, not that he needs it, in the description. And he was ripping a box of WWF wrestling cards, which I also used to collect when I was a child. And then I watched some more of his videos where he ripped some packs and hit a 1986 Jordan Fleer rookie card, and a few other of his card ripping videos as well. That then led me on to basically watching more videos and getting more interested. And I made the decision to get into it, and you know. I guess that's the why. The how is pretty straightforward. The how you get into this hobby is you buy some cards, and I guess the question is where, and where's best, and what gives you the best value, and what are the different ways of buying cards. So obviously everyone saw, or may have seen, but go back and check it out if you haven't, the box rip of the Bowman Chrome U football, and that basically I just googled where to buy cards and bought a sealed box, and you can do that, and then you get to keep all the cards in that box, and you might hit something nice, you might not hit anything good at all. So yeah, you've got that option, or you've got eBay. And then there was a new platform I was introduced to called Whatnot, and Whatnot's really good because if you use somebody's referral link to sign up, mine is again in the description below, then you will get £10 to spend for free. And that really starts us on the journey of some of the cards we've got in front of us. And we'll give these a little showcase and a little bit of explanation as to what things are. And hopefully that will help you as a fellow beginner or somebody, just watching the video, understand a little bit more about the hobby. So without further ado, on Whatnot, on pretty much day one of collecting, I think this was 31st of March, I came across a guy doing breaks. So break is where you basically you buy a spot, usually a team, either randomly or you select your own team in somebody's break, and when all the team slots are sold, they basically open the box, open the packs, and all the packs for your team, you get those cards. So it's a really cool way of buying cards, a little bit of excitement, a little bit cheaper than buying the boxes yourself. And this guy was called Trading Card Junkies Cal, and he does giveaways when you enter his breaks. And I won the giveaway on day one, which was this really cool National Treasures card featuring Jalen Hyatt of the Giants, Cedric Tillman, and Hendon Hooker. And you can see that it's got the jersey patches in there. So that's patches cut from jerseys. Now, I believe this one, they are not game or event worn. You find that in the more modern cards, that the jersey patches are just what people in the hobby will call napkins. So that basically means a jersey patch that is one color and hasn't been worn in a game, or even worn by the player while they're doing the sign-in. So yeah, this card essentially I got for entering that break and was lucky enough to win. I think the actual cards in the break itself, I just got a couple of New York Giants cards and a couple of Steelers cards, and thankfully it was my free £10 credit that got them. So that is the kind of downside of breaks, is sometimes you don't hit very many cards at all, or you don't get cards that you necessarily want, and that I guess is a good kind of way to bring us on to what different things mean. So you might have heard things like base and parallels and inserts, and wondered what those mean. So we'll just go through a pile of cards here and just explain. So obviously most of the cards you'll see tonight are New York Giants. So again, another term you might hear in the hobby is PC, or personal collection, and this is basically, these are the cards you collect. So just to caveat this video, this isn't a get rich quick guide. There are videos like that out there. How successful you'd be if you're just getting into this to try and make money, I don't know. I guess some people get lucky and they can do it, or they have a flair for it and can do it. But I think most people in this hobby are doing it because they're passionate about NFL, they're passionate about cards, and they're just really interested in seeing some cool cards and collecting some cool cards. So, here we've got some cards from the Absolute 2023, and this is what you basically is a base card. So this is a veteran player, so not a rookie. So a rookie, for those who don't know, is a player in their first year of playing in the NFL. And this is Saquon Barkley, who I'm kind of falling out with now. He's gone to the Eagles, but that's just your general base card in the set. Most of the time, the base set then has what are called parallels. So this is the green parallel. You can see there as it catches the light that on this card, the Absolute logo and the boxing around Saquon's name is turning green as we kind of catch it in the light. And then we've got some more base cards from different sets here. So this is from Prism. Back to some Absolute, another base. And then here we are, is an example of a rookie card. So you'll see the RC on there. And you can also see it's got rookie in the background. I really like the design of these Absolute sets. I know they're not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm a big fan of them. We've got some more base here from Mosaic with some classic players in Phil Simms there. And then you've got Dexter Lawrence. Saquon again. Really wish he hadn't gone to the Eagles. Isaiah Hodgins. Xavier McKinney, I think, has also deserted us. And then we're on to some Score. Score is always a good set to either buy or get into a break, because it generally has lots and lots of cards in, so you can see lots of different cards there. And again, that kind of parallel of a different color of the base. And then that takes us neatly on to inserts. So we've got here again Saquon, who I really don't like, so I don't know why I've kept these cards in the PC, but this is a Touchdown Masters, which is an insert card. So these are separate from the base. They can still have parallels. Sometimes those parallels are numbered. This one isn't a numbered, but they're pretty cool cards. Back to some more base here from Donruss, and then again you get classic players in the base sets and in the inserts and parallels. So you've got Lawrence Taylor there. Lots of cool cards. Ooh, a double there of Kenny Golladay, and the double of Lawrence Taylor as well. So yeah, sometimes that will happen in a break, that you might pick up more than one of the same card. Another classic player there, and Eli Manning, legend, and Odell. There's Saquon again on the Phoenix base this time. Another Hodgins on the Absolute base, and some more base from the Score. So Dexter Lawrence, Golden Tate the Third. I think these are actually older ones that I picked up from somewhere else. Saquon in the Snow, Alec Ogletree, Danny Dimes, and then Deonte Banks on a rookie card from the Prism. And another couple of rookie cards from an old version of Score. So Evan Neal and Kayvon Thibodeau. which is probably not the best pronunciation in the world, but there you go. So those are some of the sets that I've picked up in breaks. And then just to go on to some of the stuff, and these were the first cards I actually went and bought on eBay. So eBay is obviously a rich source of cards. So everything tonight in this video, you see it has been bought either from Whatnot or eBay in the UK, or indeed Facebook groups, which is the other place where you can buy. There's several trading cards and NFL trading card groups, but this was on eBay, and I bought this kind of set of cards, although they are a bit jumbled now, so it's not this exact set. Only seeing this card, which is probably a bit daft in hindsight, but it was, day one, day two of the thing, and I thought I really want that Frank Gifford with this kind of what I've now since known is called True Silver, where you've got that full holographic rainbow background when you catch the light. Really nice card, and I think I only paid something like £8 or £9 for like 30 different cards, and there were some cool rookies in there. So you've got the Thibodeau rookie again there on a nice nice different finish on that card as well, that you can kind of see. It's not a shiny, it's more of a textured finish on that one. You've got some more base that came in that set. Really nice Eli Manning on that. Not Eli Manning, sorry, Danny Dimes on that True Silver kind of feel as well. That's from an Illusion set. Danny Dimes again on the season ticket. So these season ticket inserts are pretty cool. This one's from Contenders. And you've got Saquon in the zone, another insert from Score this time. A retro series, so Michael Strahan. So those of you who are old like me will know Strahan, and Strahan is an absolute legend for the Giants. And then you've got some rookie cards. So Kadarius Toney. Nice press proof from Donruss there of Lawrence Taylor. Another Toney rookie. We can just cycle through some of these because I don't think there's any big or interesting players in there, but this is the cool thing about cards. You can collect what you like, and you don't always have to be spending a lot of money on cards. If you like the cards, then it's money well spent, and if you get to enjoy them, showcase them to everyone, then that's a good thing. And this is part of the fun of it all, is building up your collection, building up collecting different players, getting those rookie cards, getting those special insert cards. You can have a lot of fun doing this, get them in the breaks, or you can buy them individually. So some of the advice given to me when I first started was by an American YouTuber, a guy called Logan's Running Mouth. So again, I will put the link to him in. He's a really cool guy, because not only did he take the time to reply to a comment I left on his video, he also then reached out on Instagram and gave me some really good advice on there. And some of his advice is not to buy boxes, not to buy sealed boxes. That's a really nice Danny Dimes there. Not to buy sealed boxes, not to buy into breaks, because actually you're 9 times out of 10 you'll probably get the cards that you would get from doing that cheaper by going individually and looking for them on eBay. Although breaks are a lot of fun, and sometimes the cards that will come out of a break that might be the cards you want are prohibitively expensive if you look to buy them on their own. So I think always the kind of advice is not to go wild with these things, and to do what you want to do. So if you want to do some breaks and get buying to some breaks on Whatnot, do so and have some fun with it. If you want to buy some sealed boxes yourself and go opening those, then again, you can always do that and have some real good fun doing that. So just take you through a few more cards now. So again, these were day one cards that I bought on that first day that I got the triple patch Tennessee card in the break giveaway with Trading Cards Junkies. And then later that evening, I went on to Beer Fridge Podcast's single stream, and my Whatnot catchphrase, I put it in the chat every single stream I go into any New York Giants, and he had this rather cool Hakeem Nicks with authentic player worn jersey patch in the card there. So that's a fantastic card. really enjoyed that one. And then also Wandale Robinson patch. Now this one isn't, I don't believe, game worn, but or even player worn, but that's kind of a little bit more forgivable in the hobby where you get a rookie card, because obviously a rookie isn't going to have worn a great deal of jerseys at that point yet. So another really nice one there. And then, you know, not taking all of the advice on, obviously still getting to some breaks, and a break I was in, and I'm going to do another video to showcase the non-New York Giants stuff I got from this break. But I really like these, which were Prestige. So this was a free box break. I think it was a Prism, a Prestige. Can't actually remember what the last one was. I think it was a Donruss, and then there was a box of Leaf Metal. So these are the Prestige cards, which I really like. Actually, the base cards are pretty cool out of the Prestige, and so are the inserts. If only they weren't all Saquon. But this is a nice one. It's Jalen Hyatt in that Tennessee's Volunteers uniform. You got Darius Slayton. Really good one there. Marnie Toomer, another classic Giant. Danny Dimes again. A dupe of the Hyatt. Saquon again. It's going to haunt us next season, I know he is. Eric Gray. Eli. And then we've got some really nice, two really nice inserts. So just look at Xavier McKinney on the Donruss base there that came in from that break. Then some really cool Lawrence Taylor inserts there. So living legend. Shame it's a green tinge and not a blue tinge, but a really cool card nonetheless. And then a franchise favourite of Lawrence Taylor as well. So a really nice Lawrence Taylor card there that I got from that break. And as I say, I did also take the spot for undrafted college players from the Leaf box and hit pretty big on that. So I'll do a separate video showcasing those cards. And talking of college players, these are a couple of newly drafted Giants, which I bought in the last few days from one of the other trading card junkie guys. So you might see that in my profile. I'm part of Trading Card Junkies. We're not any big, shop or business or anything like that. We're just a group of guys all trying to help each other out with the hobby and make sure that the live shows we do on Whatnot are promoted, cross-promoted, and we get people in and we can sell the spots in our breaks and everything else. So we've got Malik Neighbours there, Giants first round pick, and then the only other drafted Giant who had who was actually had a Bowman U card was Tyler Nubbin, which I think was our second or third round pick. So really good to get those two guys into the collection early. Hopefully they're very successful as Giants, and but really when it's your personal collection, it's not about the value of the cards going up. It is more about the enjoyment of collecting those cards. And then talking of valuable cards, but also at the same time not, because it's quite interesting how sometimes a relatively cool card like this. So this is a numbered card with an autograph on. So this is 53 of 99 of Otis Anderson. Another classic Giant. You can see that he's got his Super Bowl patch on the jersey as well. So cool card. And I think I only paid about £6 for this. So that came out of Panini Certified 2023. So yeah, you're going to be paying a lot more than £6 to buy a box of that, or even buy a spot in a break, and then it's not hugely likely you're always going to hit some sort of autograph card. So a really cool card there that I picked up. I think I picked that one up in a Facebook group. So again, give Facebook a search. Look for those NFL trading card groups. There's a couple of obvious UK ones, and there's also a generic kind of sports trading card one, which NFL stuff comes up in. Most of the people in those groups are really trustworthy, but obviously you do have to be a bit careful, because unlike eBay and Whatnot, there's no sort of buy protection on Facebook. So do be careful. Anything expensive, make sure you pay for it PayPal, goods and services. Don't do bank transfer, don't do friends and family, because you've got no protection then. And then that brings us on to a few more that we've got out of breaks, and from some pickups from the Facebook groups. Really nice Jet and Hyatt there on the Mosaic. This was really cool. I got this the other day in a big lot I picked up, because I'm also, as well as breaking boxes, I look to now buy cards to sell on, because I think that's part of the fun of the hobby, is actually selling and trading cards. So this was a really cool one that came in a job lot I bought. And you've got another auto card there. This guy, I think this one was a kind of 99p pickup on eBay, because this guy, I think, lasted one season, got badly injured, and unfortunately then suffered quite badly from depression, which his family weren't too happy with the NFL or the Giants around. But nonetheless, a pretty cool card there. A Danny Dimes rookie card on the introduction. So one of these, hopefully this season, with Neighbours and some other wide receiver threats, Danny Dimes can have another good season like he did in his pomp back in 21. And again, not buying those cards for value, but it'd be really cool if I'm holding a lot of Danny Dimes rookie cards and he gets good again. This is a really nice one I got from a break of Prism Draft. So this is players in their college uniforms, and this is the green parallel of Lawrence Taylor. So really cool old school picture of LT there. And then some more rookies that came in. So Thibodeau, another Michael Strahan on the Hollow of Fame insert, another Thibodeau rookie, and Evan Neal on the rookie. And then that's kind of all of the Giants cards for now that we'll go through today. But just to talk about holding cards and looking for value. So if you do want to sell and trade and maybe get some cards and keep them and trade them on or sell them on in the future to move yourself into bigger cards, or to make sure that the budget you're spending on cards is negated somewhat, then you can always pick up and keep and hold things. So this is a really nice mosaic. I think they're called Disco, this variation of Tyler Scott from the Bears. So this is Bears rookie card from this year. Now, Bears pretty poor this year. Very, very cheap to buy the spot for a Bears in the break. However, they've just signed Caleb Williams, #1 pick in the draft. They're looking like they could be a threat next season. So, rookie cards from this season that were really, really cheap, if those players go on to do well, then potentially there is some value to be had in those. And then we've got the hottest player in the game at the moment in terms of the card collecting hobby, CJ Stroud. So this is the 1950s insert from the Bowman U set, which I think this is one I pulled in the video that you can go back and watch of me ripping that box. And then these are a couple of CJ rookies that I've got from the Absolute. So this is the base rookie. And then this is a really cool, this is my favourite insert, and I'm gutted there's not a New York Giant on this insert this year. This is the Absolute By Storm. This is just the standard one. Again, there are parallels of the By Storm which are numbered, so they're a bit more valuable. But these are a couple of fun pickups. I didn't pay very much for them, and I don't think they would be worth huge amounts in the future, but cool to have one of the hottest players in the hobby at the moment. And then talking of that, here's this year's #1 draft pick, Caleb Williams. So gone to the Chicago Bears, as we've already just touched on, and his Bowman First. And that could become a bit of a thing. The Bowman First is a big thing in baseball. And Topps are taking over the NFL license, I think, in 2025, and they're actually going to be producing some stuff next year. So the Bowman First might become a bit more meaningful in pro football as we go forwards. And then talking of holding, we've got two of this guy, Riley Leonard from Duke. So he is touted to be a big noise in the future. So keeping hold of these ones. Didn't go into the draft this year, so these are his Bowman Firsts. Keep hold of these ones and see what happens in the 2025 draft and beyond, because obviously, you see players, and when you're talking about buying rookie cards, there's certainly, you know, you can get stung as well if you invest heavily. So Mac Jones a couple of years ago was a big rookie that everyone wanted and were paying big money for, and now if you did that, you're going to find that you've just got the rookie cards of someone who's essentially now gone to a second, third string quarterback, and you're probably not going to get back what you paid at the height of those. So yeah, I've got to be a bit mindful of how much you're spending on unproven rookies. So and of course, you know, there is the fun as well. Like I've said, I've, you know, just bought some Danny Dimes rookies. I've not paid a great deal of money for them, and there's a chance he could come good again, and there's a chance Mac Jones could come good again. So you know, there's plenty of scope in this hobby for you know, cards to go up and down in value, and I think that's one of the things that's really cool about it, and it's really cool to have. You know, I think somewhere in my big pile of cards that I sell and trade, there's a Jimmy Garoppolo rookie, and you know, who would have thought that that would ever be worth anything, and it probably isn't, but it's just a cool card. You know, this is the thing with a hobby: what you think is cool, someone else might not. So get what you like, collect what you love, and you know, buy, sell, and trade. So make sure you give me a subscribe. So I've got a box coming from America, and I'll be able to showcase some giants on that. There's some sealed wild card chrome cards in there and leaf cards in there that we'll be ripping. And yeah, we'll also be looking to do some more rips on the channel. So give us a follow, give us a subscribe. Make sure you like and comment on the video. Check out the links to all the other cool people I've talked about. And if you want to get on Whatnot and get involved in some breaks and buy some single cards from the live streams, then use the referral link and you'll get yourself 10 quid for free. Can't be bad, can it? Okay, that's all for today. So see you soon. Cheers.